Good evening and Merry Christmas. Happy Thanksgiving and Happy New Year. We've got a lot of questions. They're just pouring in about, when to do what and, what do I do? Help me, all that good stuff. Well, let's just get straight to it. We're here to help you and we've got answers to your questions.
Yeah, Kelly, I've got the mailbox is full. The mailbox is full. And so we got a lot of questions here. We are your skincare experts. We like to do it from injections and from aesthetics. So
You need both.
you need both. Dear God, you need both.
You can't freeze leather.
If the question... Okay, first question coming in for the holiday season. There's a few typos on this one. Can I get filler and ULTHERAPY together? Is one better than the other if I'm choosing?
Listen, they're both completely different.
What a question. What a question, ladies and gentlemen.
That's great.
That's a great one.
And she...
Ooh.
Yeah, I bet
we can use some holly and some tinsel.
Yeah. That was a good one.
So can I get filler and ULTHERAPY together?
The answer is yes. What do I get first? You want to get ULTHERAPY first, because if you get filler, and I can see it, using the ultrasound with ULTHERAPY, then the ULTHERAPY could possibly melt the filler if I go over it, which you typically don't, but you just want to go ahead and ULTHERAPY is for lifting and then filler is for filling. So you want to go ahead and lift and then fill back in.
I like
the cheek area.
And what is ULTHERAPY for people who don't know?
So ULTHERAPY is bulk tissue heating under the skin. It's non-invasive. It's just a lift for your skin. It's great if you have jowls, because,
Ooh, that'll be good for funneling. Little holiday joke, ladies and gentlemen.
Peach sweaty.
Peach sweaty. But okay, so ULTHERAPY uses heat and to heat up the tissue to build collagen, elastin to lift.
Yes.
So ULTHERAPY first and then filler. And I believe, is it 2 weeks?
Actually, you can do filler right after.
Right after. Okay,
yeah.
cool.
But if you were to get filler and then you wanted to come back and get ULTHERAPY, you would need to wait 2 weeks after at least.
Cool. I like, and two, when we're talking about, that's mainly Juvederm, Ultra Plus, and thinner fillers go in lower face, and the thicker fillers like Voluma, just meaning more dense, goes in the upper face to fill. Next question. I think this one's for me and for you. Do I really need BOTOX? Yes. Yes.
Do you really need air?
Do you really need water? Do you really need food? Yes, you need BOTOX.
The answer is, do you really want to look good? The answer is yes. So yes, you do.
Do you want to age well? You need BOTOX. All BOTOX is it softens muscle contractions. So two, yes, you need it. That's a simple question to that. I like to say it is different for how often you do it. It's indicated for about every 3 to 4 months. I like saying if you're younger, doing it once or twice a year because you want your muscles to move. So I like movement. Kelly doesn't like moving. So it depends on...
I like to hide my emotions in private words.
When she gets used to her emotion words, she's not really good at expressing those. So she takes to streaking.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, yes, you need BOTOX. I think everybody needs it. It's technically indicated for either 11 to 16 different indications. There's a ton. TMJ, different palsies. Migraines. But too, with how we use it in aesthetics, it's
and
really
depression.
different. Yeah, too. There's a increased mood that you get with BOTOX. I am a month into my BOTOX by our new provider, Brooke, and I am moving my face as much as possible right now.
And you've been in the best mood.
And can you tell? No. Oh, mood? Yes, but movement? No. So, yes, you really need BOTOX. Next one. Which do I come in first? Which do I come in for first? BOTOX or Synovi?
Synovi.
What is it?
So Synovi is
pen.
a plasma pen that I have. It's a plasma device, and it works with the plasma in your own skin. And I go right over the top of it, and it ignites the plasma in your own skin, causing it to tighten. I kind of outline the wrinkles, and it pulls that wrinkle out. So, I mean, you could get BOTOX first if you wanted, but I mean, anything with me that's something like that, I would suggest, if you haven't gotten either yet, to get that first, and then you get your BOTOX. It's like the cherry on top of the tree.
Or the cake pie.
Yeah.
Holidays. Kelly uses heat. So think whenever you go to an esthetician, they're mainly going to do needles with heat if they're doing something right. Like
So
therapy's
cold
heat.
outside, come in here and warm up with me.
Coming in and warm up. For me, I'm doing injections that mainly freezes or puts something into your face. So that's the difference. So you want to do the heat first and then fill and freeze later. Okay. How long after Botox can I get a procedure with Kelly?
2 weeks.
2 weeks for everything. 2 weeks is when you notice maximal effect from Botox, so it's going to settle well. And two, the big thing is that you don't want to, if you're going to do something same day, we shared a patient today. So they went to Kelly first, then to me afterwards because she had to lie flat for that. So that's the only thing that you need to look at is you can't lie flat for about 4 to 6 hours after Botox. But to anything you think post-procedure with injectables, Botox, or filler, 2 weeks, and then you see Kelly.
Perfect.
What's the best peel or I don't know why I'm laughing so much. What's the best peel or procedure to do in the winter?
Okay, well, I mean, there's not one peel that's right for everybody, so that's why I have a lot of different peels. But winter would be the time that you would want to do a peel that's going to be a little bit more invasive because, let's face it, no one wants to, go out and about outside in the winter unless you're going on a ski trip. If that's the case, then do not do this beforehand. Wait to get after and you're all burnt. And then after that, wait 2 weeks. But the answer is like a TCA peel, which trichloric acid, it would be a great peel to get because you're going to see about 3 to 4 days of downtime, peeling, flaking. And, wintertime is the time when you're kind of hibernating anyway.
So you want the more invasive ones during the winter time.
And more than likely you're not out in the sun unless you go on vacation. And in that case, you want to wait 2 weeks, like after you get back.
So you're more photosensitive after this stuff, which is why it's nicer to get the tougher peels, right? And two, to get Synovi treatment when there's going to be downtime. Because there's no downtime with ULTHERAPY. There is downtime with Synovi. Is there downtime with what types of peels? A TCA peel?
TCA, depending on your skin, how reactive it is, you want to choose, if you're looking at a good day to get a peel, probably like a Wednesday, then by Friday you would be kind of peeling and sloughing and you'll look terrible over the weekend.
I think too, Synovi is a nice one to do in the winter too, because you're going to be peeling, flaking, sloughing. ULTHERAPY, get anytime. For my procedures, you can do filler and Botox is for any time. There's not a
unless
ton
you're
of
going on a trip.
As far as like winter versus summer, like temperature time now, but trips, yes. So that's actually 1, 2 is I want to get Botox before my Christmas party. When is it too late? So with procedures, you typically want to do 2 to 4 weeks. Really anything rule of thumb is you want about a month before you have an actual event or a picture so that you can make a touch up at 2 weeks.
So tomorrow's Thanksgiving and, I asked myself earlier, is it too late for me to get Botox? And then I answered myself, yes, you're too late. So, as soon as Thanksgiving cometh and goeth, I will be getting Botox in time for my Christmas parties.
This we lash on. Yes. So think Botox, maximal effects at 2 weeks. You can make adjustments at 2 weeks. After a month, everything should be settled and done. So especially if you're doing pictures or family events or that famous family Christmas card, you want to get that done. At least I want to get it done a month before. If you're really looking to augment. Last but not least, here in the mailbox this evening, this holiday season, what a treat. Sounds delicious. The delicious dish.
Sounds delicious.
National Public Radio. What is the difference between Voluma and Juvederm? This one is for me. So these are both fillers. Allergan is the company that makes Juvederm. Juvederm is hyaluronic acid, which is a naturally occurring substance that's within the skin. To me, it's a hydrator. It's very hydrating to have hyaluronic acid, but it's naturally occurring and can help fill or lift. When people think Juvederm versus Voluma, it's technically Juvederm Voluma, and Juvederm Ultra, Juvederm Ultra Plus XC. There's Velour. There's different types of Juvederm. I always think, is it filling or is it lifting? Voluma is the toughest of the fillers and it lifts. And then any of the other ones usually fill and it changes the angle of your needle. So when I think Juvederm, I think lower face to fill in lines or to put in your lips. When I think Voluma, I think lift with the cheeks. Or two, lift and contour and create a jawline. Anything two, you're thinking that's a deep injection. So deep, this is deep, everything else superficial, and that changes the type of filler. All of it's hyaluronic acid. And two, we had a patient today who came in this is her second time getting lips, and she got lips 2 years ago because she did post-procedure therapy with Kelli and did hyaluronic acid on top of it. So she's kept her filler for twice the length of time because she did topical HA in addition to her HA in her lips.
That's why skincare is important. It lengthens the results from your procedures you get. So it's a very good idea to invest in some good skincare after a procedure.
And I think, too, the trajectories, you have to have good skincare first. There are some injectors who will not see you if you do not have good skincare. Yeah. They literally will not see you. So you have to have good skincare first. Then I think it's preventative, low dose, light Botox. Then I think you add the procedures plus or minus fillers. That is your trajectory over the length of time. And two, take a good look at your parents. That's what you're going to look like. And if you want to prevent that,
focus on their flaws.
I'm
and
kidding.
then
We have a
hone
note
in
from
on
the
it.
booth too.
And then do everything you can to prevent it.
Note from the booth that we have offended our parents. We're very thankful.
Yes.
We're thankful this Thanksgiving for our parents'
Yes.
genes. But also, too, we are going to prevent some stuff. So that's why we start now. And our biggest goal is to somehow get Ben in here to somehow do injectables again.
Hopefully one day.
Hopefully one day he will realize that being out in the sun as a professional tennis player hasn't done anything for his skin.
It's the worst.
God love him. God
But there's always
love
things
him.
that you can do to reverse.
There are things, but an ounce of prevention, pound of cure. Got to prevent it.
Amen to that, and thank you. I am Pete Sweaty.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
And thank you. I'm Pete Sweaty.
And I'm also Pete Sweaty.
Great, thank you. From Pete Sweaties.
From the Delicious Dish
Happy
on
Thanksgiving.
National Public Radio.
From Pete Sweaties. Thank you.
Don't go away.